straight through the noise, like it filtered out the room, like you landed in the moment, a second too soon. Everyone was talking loud, just to fill the empty space. I was standing near the edge, trying not to show my face. You didn't hesitate at all, didn't circle, didn't stall, just stood there like you planned. Every move before the call, no introduction, no excuse, no need to overproduce. The way you held that quiet line cut directly into mine. You looked like you knew me before I said a word, like you'd already decided I was something you had heard. You looked like you knew me, like I'd already been there. Not a memory of time, just the way you chose to stare. I tried to shift the weight a bit, play it off, keep it light, but you stayed exactly still, like you weren't here by chance tonight. No questions, no small talk, no performance to maintain, just a presence that was clear, without needing to explain. There was something in your tone that didn't feel unknown, not familiar, not defined, just aligned in some design. You looked like you knew me before I said a word, like you'd already decided I was something you had heard. You looked like you knew me, like I'd already been there. Not a memory of time, just the way you chose to stare. I don't know what you saw or what you chose to take, but it settled in too fast for a simple mistake. Was it something I revealed or something you arranged? The way you held that gaze made everything feel staged. You looked like you knew me, like the outcome had been set, like you didn't need the details to arrive at it yet. You looked like you knew me, and I let it play along. Didn't question the direction, even if it felt wrong. You never asked my name, and I never offered mine. Still we stood there like a moment we couldn't redefine. You didn't leave when you could have, just lean back, let it pass, like the moment wasn't done, even when it should've run. People moved around us fast, conversations built to last, just a minute then replaced. No one really stayed in place. You remain without a shift, like you didn't feel the drift. Didn't scars that match with mine. Something subtle, hard to place, held us steady in that space. You stayed longer than expected, like you had nowhere to be, like the room had lost its meaning once you stood in front of me. You stayed longer than expected, no excuse and no disguise, like the moment kept extending, just to see what we decide. I tried shifting how I stood, make it casual, understood, but you didn't play along, didn't treat it like a song. No performance, no delay, you just let it stay that way, like attention wasn't planned, just something you could stand. There was no attempt to lead, no reaction we could read. Still the silence held its form, like a quiet kind of storm. You stayed longer than expected, like you had nowhere to be, like the room had lost its meaning once you stood in front of me. You stayed longer than expected, no excuse and no disguise, like the moment kept extending, just to see what we decide. I could've walked, I could've left, kept it light, reduced the depth, but something in the way you stayed made it harder to evade. Not intensity or force, just a quiet change of course that I didn't question then, though I might have later on. You stayed longer than expected, like the time had shifted shape, like we stepped outside the pattern everyone else seemed to take. You stayed longer than expected, and I didn't interrupt, let it settle where it did, even if it wasn't enough. People left the room, grew thin, still we didn't step within, just remained in what it was, longer than it ever does. We walked out without a plan, same direction, no demand, didn't ask what came before, didn't check for something more. Street was quieter than inside, just the sound of passing tires. You adjusted to my pace, like you'd already found your place. We didn't need to introduce it, didn't name it, didn't prove it, still it settled in between, clearer than it should have been. We didn't need to introduce it, no permission to go through it, yet it followed where we went, like it didn't need consent. I kept waiting for the shift, something missed, but it never came around. Just a steady, even ground. You said something half in tone, not directed, not your own. Still it landed close enough to make distance feel like love. No agreement, no design, still we moved along the line, like the absence of a frame made it harder to contain. We didn't need to introduce it, didn't name it, didn't prove it. Still it settled in between, clearer than it should have been. We didn't need to introduce it, no permission to go through it. Yet it followed where we went, like it didn't need consent. There's a risk in letting things exist without the weight they bring. No defined or stated ground means it shifts without a sound. I could ask or pull it in, make it solid, make it real, but I let it stay like this. Something I could almost feel. We didn't need to introduce it, still it shaped the way we moved. Every step began to lean towards something just out of view. We didn't need to introduce it, but it stayed without request, like a question never asked, still demanding to exist. We reached somewhere neither chose, didn't stop, didn't oppose, just kept walking side by side, with it moving undefined. You started saying less, I noticed it right then. Not a break, not a shift, just something closing in. At first it felt unchanged, same time and same exchange. We moved without a pause, no visible cause. People passed, voices blurred, none of it really occurred. The focus stayed on you and what you chose not to do. There was space where there was more, just a moment before. Now it's tight and reduced, like something being produced. I didn't question what I saw, didn't look for any flaw, just adjusted where I stood, like I knew I probably should. You started saying less, but it carried more somehow. Every word you didn't use stayed between us now. Started saying less, like you filtered every line, and I kept listening harder for what stayed behind. I began to match the tone, cutting back what I had shown. Shorter phrases, smaller reach, less intention in my speech. We turned subtle into rule, common tool. No excess, no overflow, just enough to let it show. I could feel it settling in underneath the discipline. Not distance I could trace, but a change in how we placed. There was balance in the land, something holding both sides back. Not collapse and not control, just a narrowing of road. You started saying less and I followed without doubt. Turned the silence into structure, we could both move around. Started saying less and it changed the way it felt. Not a distance I could see, just something slowly built. Short replies, measured tone, nothing fully overthrown. Half a thought cut into leaving space we both went through. Eye contact, then release, like we kept it incomplete. Step by step, line by line, everything reduced in time. I could have said more, I chose not to. You could have asked, you didn't. You started saying less and it reshaped everything. Every pause became a signal, every gap a hidden string. Started saying less and I stayed within the frame. We didn't lose connection, it just changed its shape. And started saying less, but it never disappeared. It just moved into a place where it couldn't be heard. Still standing in the same place, different from a moment ago. Nothing broken, nothing solved, just a version we both hold. You say nothing, I respond the same. And somehow it remains. Opening lines, just a continuation. We never agreed on a starting point, just met somewhere along the line. No greeting that we could recall, no clear divide in time. It felt like stepping into mid-sentence, already in motion, already aligned. Two sets of thoughts adjusting pace, without deciding to combine. You spoke in fragments I could follow, I answered in a similar way. No emphasis, no declared intent, just things we didn't fully say. There was no need to define it, no structure to assign. We let the pattern form itself and trusted what we'd find. The message we kept editing never reached its final form. Every time we nearly kept editing, stayed open by design. What we removed became the part that lingered in our minds. We refined the smallest gestures, cut the excess out in layers, shortened pauses between replies, replaced reactions with repairs. Not disagreement, not agreement, just a careful middle ground, where each adjustment kept the tone from falling out of bounds. I noticed how we both avoided anything too sharp or clear, as if clarity itself was something we shouldn't hear. So we stayed within the margins, never stepping past the edge, balancing on quiet signals, nothing explicitly said. The message we kept editing never took a final shape. Every version led to something else we didn't quite escape. The message we kept editing became a moving line. Each revision left behind a trace we couldn't define. Line by line, trim and adjust, nothing left to interrupt. Hold the tone, keep it light, avoid anything too definite tonight. Cut the start, soften the end, leave the middle to extend. If we stop refining it, what would it become? The message we kept editing never settled into place. It stayed alive through every change we made without a trace. The message we kept editing was never meant to close. It exists in all the versions we didn't choose to compose. The message we kept editing is still somewhere between what was said, what was removed, and what was never seen. No final line, no conclusion to defend, just the same unfinished signal we keep sending to the end. We met in the middle of change, two versions, never fully one or the other. Not a break, not a merger, just a space we discovered, held between two versions, where each choice altered the tone. Every step we took together still left us slightly alone. We began to reduce the noise, trim what didn't need to stay. Short exchanges carry meaning in a more efficient way. What was spoken gained importance, what was missing gained a role. Not absence in the usual sense, more like an intentional control. I could feel the structure tightening, not restricting but contained, like we built a shared arrangement without ever naming frames. Balance came from small corrections, not from clear intent, just a gradual alignment we didn't represent. Held between two versions, where the edges stay intact. Every move creates a difference that doesn't fade back. Held between two versions, never fully resolved or split, a constant in-between condition. We learned to coexist in it. reply after midnight shift, just the echo of what was sent. I watched the silence take its turn, without knowing what it meant. No reply after midnight shift, no warning in advance, only a shift in how we moved through the same circumstance. I kept the thread from breaking off, maintained the usual tone, sent messages that matched the past but felt less like my own. You didn't disappear from view, just reduced your share, as if attention was redistributed without announcing where. I adjusted without protest, matched the new arrangement line by line. What used to carry conversation now arrived with less defined. It wasn't lost in the expected sense, no clear division drawn, just a slow withdrawal of presence that carried on and on. No reply after midnight shift, and the gap stayed open wide. Every check returned the same, no change on either side. No reply after midnight shift, no ending to record, just a pause that kept extending without ever being resolved. Seen at times, no response, still the thread remains responseless. Typing stops, no display, everything just fades away. No refusal, no consent, only absence in content. Nothing ends, it only slows until it no longer shows. No reply after midnight shift, and the silence held its place. Not a break, not a departure, just a change in interface. No reply after midnight shift, and we didn't intervene. Let the quiet take its shape, in between what could have been. No reply after midnight shift, still recorded, still intact. A connection left in waiting that never called back. The line remains, but no one speaks. Just a signal that repeats without release. We stop repeating ourselves and notice the difference. It didn't happen all at once, no single moment to mark, just fewer echoes in our speech, fewer returns in the dark. We used to circle the same points from slightly explain. It wasn't loss of meaning, nor reduction in exchange, just a cleaner kind of structure we allowed to rearrange. We stopped repeating ourselves, and it changed the way we spoke. Every statement stood complete, without a second note. We stopped repeating ourselves, and the clarity increased, not because we added more, but because we released. No loop back, no repeat, just a forward moving beat. No echo, no return, only what we choose to learn. Single pass, no rewind, leaving traces well defined. What remains is what was said. Nothing circling in our heads. We stop repeating ourselves, and the difference held its form. What we built stayed uninterrupted, steady, measured, and uniform. We stopped repeating ourselves, and the silence felt aligned. Not an ending, not a pause, just a cleaner state of mind. We stopped repeating ourselves, and we didn't look behind. What we said once stayed enough to keep the line defined. No echoes left, no second run, just a single thread continuing on. Across the same street, different hours, we move without crossing paths. I passed the corner where we met at a time I no longer keep. The light has shifted slightly since the outlines feel less complete. A shop front changed its display again, a sign replaced with something new. The frame is stable, nothing breaks, yet everything feels partially skewed. I used to read the space for signs, expecting you to appear. Now I observe without that thought, and notice things I missed before. It isn't distance in the usual sense, no measurable gap between, just timing that no longer aligns within the same routine. Across the same street, different hours, we exist in parallel. Every step that I take forward, you might already have left as well. Across the same street, different hours, no meeting point is once led to where our patterns ran. The route now feels more neutral, less attached to expectation. I no longer check for something that would confirm a situation. Even silence sounds different when there's nothing to compare. No anticipation layered on, just presence in the air. No interruption in the flow, no sudden break or shift. Only subtle redistribution of how the moments drift. 2 clocks out of sync, running close but never linked. Same ground, split view, different timing, passing through. I passed the same point twice today, at 2 different hours. It felt identical, and not at all the same. Across the same street, different hours. We keep moving out of phase, never meeting in the middle, never standing in the same place. Across the same street, different hours, and the structure holds its line. No convergence, no divergence, just a parallel design. Across the same street, different hours, and the meaning stays intact, not defined by interaction, but by how the moments act. The street remains consistent, the timing drifts apart. 2 presences that never meet, yet share the same departure. Across the same street, different hours, we continue on without crossing paths again. I kept a record of what never left my mouth. Quiet lines waiting in the margin. Some words hovered above the page, suspended in hesitation. Others fell in neat rows, but never found attention. I traced them with my finger, without ever moving ink. Each thought a shadowed echo, a half-formed link. revise, hold it, disguise, trim, redirect, never inject, break, detach, reframe, dispatch, silent architecture of what I didn't catch. No need to finish them, no one else to see, just a quiet catalog of choices left to be. Inventory of unsent words, growing in unseen space. Every thought that was unspoken remains in its place. Inventory of unsent words, not lost, just deferred. A quiet collection of intention, never fully heard. The record stretches on without edges or end. Words kept in reserve that never had to bend. Silent pages curated in time. The unsent words remain solely mine. We kept the moment intact without stepping into it. There was a pause that neither of us broke, not out of hesitation alone. It simply remained as it was, unclaimed and left on its own. We stood within the same environment, but didn't alter its flow. Every gesture stayed minimal, nothing extra to show. The air between us carried weight without becoming defined. A quiet agreement formed without being outlined. No signal to advance, no need to intervene, just to align positions, maintaining what we'd seen. What we didn't interrupt continued without change. Every second held its shape without rearranging. What we didn't interrupt remained exactly there, not improved, not diminished, just preserved and shared air. I noticed how the timing held, like something deliberately paused. No impulse to adjust the frame, no urge to modify the cause. You mirrored that same restraint in how you carried yourself, not avoiding, not engaging, just leaving things as they were felt. It was no retreat. Only balance in the beat. Hold the frame, let it run. Nothing altered, nothing done. A moment can exist without being changed. What we didn't interrupt became the way it stayed. Not a shift, not a turning point, just a structure we conveyed. What we didn't interrupt holds a quiet kind of truth, not defined by action taken, but by what we didn't do. What we didn't interrupt remains without a sign, a preserved condition we continue to align. No interference, no release, just the moment kept in peace. We stayed just outside the choice, where action would have begun. There were options laid out plainly, not hidden from our view, each one clear in its direction, each one distinct and true. We moved around them carefully, without stepping into one. Not avoidance out of fear, more like work that wasn't done. The presence of those possibilities shaped how we behaved, not by forcing any outcome, but by how we stayed. No commitment made in silence, no direction set in stone, just awareness of the moment we were sharing on our own. Between decisions we avoided, there was space we both inhabited. Every path remained unchosen, yet still influenced the cadence. Between decisions we avoided, nothing forced to resolution, just a balance held together without final conclusion. I could see the branches clearly, each one leading somewhere else, but remaining where we were felt more aligned with ourselves. You didn't push toward closure, I didn't draw a line. We existed chose to follow through. Step aside, don't commit. Let the moment hover, split. Not retreat, not advance, just a measured stance. Options present, paths remain unselected, unexplained. A choice not taken still shapes the frame. Between decisions we avoided, we built something in between. Not a start and not an ending, but a state that's rarely seen. Between decisions we avoided, we remained within the field, where potential never closed, and nothing had to yield. Between decisions we avoided, still continuing today. Every unchosen direction helped define the way we stay. No final step, no declared intent, just the space where we both went. Something passed between us without being named. It began as a subtle exchange, not marked by any clear event. Just timing that seemed to align without deliberate intent. We caught fragments in passing, small cues we didn't ignore, not fully interpreted at first, but present in the core. There was no need to confirm it, no question asked aloud, just a mutual awareness, quiet, steady, unannounced. A pattern started forming in what we didn't say, not fully brought to focus, but never drifting away. Signals we almost recognize, moving just beneath the line. Every hit we didn't label still remained in time. Signals we almost recognize, never fully brought to view, not completed into meaning, but not entirely obscure. I adjusted how I listened to catch what wasn't clear, reading into smaller gestures that appeared and disappeared. You responded in a manner that matched without excess, not explicit in direction, but consistent nonetheless. We maintained a kind of rhythm without declaring one. Two perspectives loosely linked in what was left undone. It wasn't something interrupted, nor something we pursued. still leaves a trace. Signals we almost recognized, and we let them stay that way. Not resolved into a meaning, not dismissed or pushed away. Signals we almost recognized continued in quiet form. Every moment held its outline without needing to transform. Signals we almost recognize, still present, still aligned in the space between intention and what we left undefined, unspoken, but not lost. Just a signal carried across. It was never hidden, just not brought forward. Everything set within reach, no distance to overcome. The elements were already there, waiting to be summed. No barrier shaped the exchange, no obstacle to clear. Just content that stayed untouched despite being near. changed across the span. Not a secret, not a statement, just a silent middle ground. What remained unspoken in plain sight held its position all along. Every step we took around it kept the structure going strong. What remained unspoken in plain sight continues in that same way. Present, visible, unspoken in the choices we display. Still within view, still untouched. What we didn't act upon remains as such. After the last line went unsaid, nothing rushed to replace it. We reached the point where language thins, where meaning doesn't need excess. Each phrase arrived with careful weight, nothing left to compress. The pattern held without insistence, no pressure to continue. We didn't fill the open space, we let it simply accrue. What started as exchange of thought became a quieter state. Not ending, not advancing further, just something we would tolerate. There was no final push required, no turning of the page, just a steady kind of presence we agreed to engage. After the last line went unsaid, we stayed within that frame. Every moment carried forward without a need to name. After the last line went unsaid, no resolution came in view, just the absence of conclusion that we both moved through. I traced the structure we maintained, like steps along a path, each one placed with measured care, without reflecting back. You held your side of the arrangement, consistent in response, no deviation in your tone, no signal to announce. We occupied the same condition without expanding it, a stable form of interaction that neither would commit. Not a silence born from loss, nor something left behind, just a space that we continued without drawing any line. After the last line went unsaid, the current still went on. Every unspoken continuation carried both of us along. After the last line went unsaid, we didn't drift apart. We remained within the structure that began before the start. No closing statement, no defined end, instead. After the last line went unsaid and nothing followed through, we continued in the silence that we both withdrew. After the last line went unsaid, no change was required. The structure held its composition steady, unexpired. After the last line went unsaid, we stayed within instead. Not a closure, not a rupture, just a quiet, lasting plan. No final word, no final sign, just the moment held in time. You look straight through the noise, like it filtered out the room, like you landed in the moment, a second too soon. Everyone was talking loud, just to fill the empty space. I was standing near the edge, trying not to show my face. You didn't hesitate at all, didn't circle, didn't stall, just stood there like you planned. Every move before the call, no introduction, no excuse, no need to overproduce. The way you held that quiet line cut directly into mine. You looked like you knew me before I said a word, like you'd already decided I was something you had heard. You looked like you knew me, like I'd already been there. Not a memory of time, just the way you chose to stare. I tried to shift the weight a bit, play it off, keep it light, but you stayed exactly still, like you weren't here by chance tonight. No questions, no small talk, no performance to maintain, just a presence that was clear, without needing to explain. There was something in your tone that didn't feel unknown, not familiar, not defined. asked my name, and I never offered mine. Still we stood there like a moment we couldn't redefine. You didn't leave when you could have. Just lean back, let it pass. Like the moment wasn't done, even when it should've run. People moved around us fast, conversations built to last. Just a minute then replaced. No one really stayed in place. You remain without a shift, like you didn't feel the drift. Didn't check the time or door, like you'd been there once before. No signal given, no clear sign, just a pause that matched with mine. Something subtle, hard to place, held us steady in that space. You stayed longer than expected, like you had nowhere to be. Like the room had lost its meaning once you stood in front of me. You stayed longer than expected, no excuse and no disguise. Like the moment kept extending, just to see what we decide. I tried shifting how I stood, make it casual, understood. But you didn't play along, didn't treat it like a song. No performance, no delay, you just let it stay that way. Like attention wasn't planned, just something you could stand. There was no attempt to lead, no reaction we could read. Still the silence held its form, like a quiet kind of storm. You stayed longer than expected, like you had nowhere to be. Like the room had lost its meaning once you stood in front of me. You stayed longer than expected, no excuse and no disguise. Like the moment kept extending, just to see what we decide. I could've walked, I could've left, kept it light, reduced the depth. But something in the way you stayed made it harder to evade. Not intensity or force, just a quiet change of course that I didn't question then, though I might have later on. You stayed longer than expected, like the time had shifted shape. Like we stepped outside the pattern everyone else seemed to take. You stayed longer than expected, and I didn't interrupt. Let it settle where it did, even if it wasn't enough. People left the room, grew thin, still we didn't step within. Just remained in what it was, longer than it ever does. direction, no demand. Didn't ask what came before. Didn't check for something more. Street was quieter than inside. Just the sound of passing tires. You adjusted to my pace, like you'd already found your place. We didn't need to introduce it. Didn't name it, didn't prove it. Still it settled in between. Clearer than it should have been. We didn't need to introduce it. No permission to go through it. Yet it followed where we went, like it didn't need consent. I kept waiting for the shift. Something awkward, something missed, but it never came around. Just a steady, even ground. You said something half in tone, not directed, not your own. Still it landed close enough to make distance feel like love. No agreement, no design. Still we moved along the line, like the absence of a frame made it harder to contain. We didn't need to introduce it. Didn't name it, didn't prove it. Still it settled in between. Clearer than it should have been. We didn't need to introduce it. No permission to go through it. Yet it followed where we went, like it didn't need consent. There's a risk in letting things exist without the weight they bring. No defined or stated ground means it shifts without a sound. I could ask or pull it in, make it solid, make it real, but I let it stay like this. Something I could almost feel. We didn't need to introduce it. Still it shaped the way we moved. Every step began to lean towards something just out of view. We didn't need to introduce it, but it stayed without request, like a question never asked, still demanding to exist. We reach somewhere neither chose. Didn't stop, didn't oppose. Just kept walking side by side, with it moving undefined. You started saying less. I noticed it right then. Not a break, not a shift. began to match the tone, cutting back what I had shown. Shorter phrases, smaller reach, less intention in my speech. We turned subtle into rule, made restraint the common tool. No excess, no overflow, just enough to let it show. I could feel it settling in underneath the discipline. Not distance I could trace, but a change in how we placed. There was balance in the land, something holding both sides back. Not collapsing, not control, just a narrowing of road. You started saying less, and I followed without doubt. Turned the silence into structure we could both move around. Started saying less, and it changed the way it felt. Not a distance I could see, just something slowly built. Short replies, measured tone, nothing fully overthrown. Half a thought cut into leaving space we both went through. Eye contact, then release, like we kept it incomplete. Step by step, line by line, everything reduced in time. I could have said more, I chose not to. You could have asked, you didn't. You started saying less, and it reshaped everything. Every pause became a signal, every gap a hidden string. Started saying less, and I stayed within the frame. We didn't lose connection, it just changed its shape. And started saying less, but it never disappeared. It just moved into a place where it couldn't be heard. Still standing in the same place, different from a moment ago. Nothing broken, nothing solved, just a version we both hold. You say nothing, I respond the same, and somehow it remains. Opening lines, just a continuation. We never agreed on a starting point, just met somewhere along the line. No greeting that we could recall, no clear divide in time. It felt like stepping into mid-sentence, already in motion, already aligned. Two sets of thoughts adjusting pace, without deciding to combine. You spoke in fragments I could follow, I answered in a similar way. No emphasis, no declared intent, just things we didn't fully say. There was no need to define it, no structure to assign. We let the past trusted what we'd find. The message we kept editing never reached its final form. Every time we nearly finished it, we reworked what was born. The message we kept editing stayed open by design. What we removed became the part that lingered in our minds. We refined the smallest gestures, cut the excess out in layers, shortened pauses between replies, replaced reactions with repairs. Not disagreement, not agreement, just a careful middle ground, where each adjustment kept the tone from falling out of bounds. I noticed how we both avoided anything too sharp or clear, as if clarity itself was something we shouldn't hear. So we stayed within the margins, never stepping past the edge, balancing on quiet signals, nothing explicitly said. The message we kept editing never took a final shape. Every version led to something else we didn't quite escape. The message we kept editing became a moving line. Each revision left behind a trace we couldn't define. Line by line, trim and adjust, nothing left to interrupt. Hold the tone, keep it light, avoid anything too definite tonight. Cut the start, soften the end, leave the middle to extend. If we stop refining it, what would it become? The message we kept editing never settled into place. It stayed alive through every change we made without a trace. The message we kept editing was never meant to close. It exists in all the versions we didn't choose to compose. The message we kept editing is still somewhere between what was said, what was removed, and what was never seen. No final line, no conclusion to defend, just the same unfinished signal we keep sending to the end. We met in the middle of change, before either of us could explain. There was no clear beginning, no line that marked a start, just two directions intersecting without defining parts. We spoke in overlapping thoughts, not fully joined, not separate either. Each sentence left a trace behind that carried just a little further. I learned your timing without asking. You adjusted to mine the same. between two versions, never fully one or the other. Not a break, not a merger, just a space we discovered, held between two versions, where each choice altered the tone. Every step we took together still left us slightly alone. We began to reduce the noise, trim what didn't need to stay. Short exchanges carry meaning in a more efficient way. What was spoken gained importance, what was missing gained a role. Not absence in the usual sense, more like an intentional control. I could feel the structure tightening, not restricting but contained, like we built a shared arrangement without ever naming frames. Balance came from small corrections, not from clear intent, just a gradual alignment we didn't represent. Held between two versions, where the edges stay intact. Every move creates a difference that doesn't fade back. Held between two versions, never fully resolved or split, a constant in-between condition. We learned to coexist in it. Not forward, not back, just a narrow overlapping track. No decision, no divide, only subtle shifts and strides. Same direction, different pace, matching tone but not the place. Two paths running parallel, without touching end to end. Between two versions, and we never stepped outside. What we built stayed in that range, we both agreed to occupy. Held between two versions, where connection stays discreet, not a loss and not a gain, just a pattern incomplete. Held between two versions, still repeating, still defined by the quiet understanding we don't need to realign. No resolution, no divide, just the space we both reside. The line went quiet after midnight shift. No signal returned. We kept the timing consistent at first, same interval, same pace. Messages arrived without delay, nothing out of place. You answered in a measured tone, short, direct, contained. I followed with a similar style, no excess remained. It wasn't abrupt, just gradual, a thinning of response. less of a cost. No reason given, no clear decline, just fewer things to say. The structure held, but something inside started fading away. No reply after midnight shift, just the echo of what was sent. I watched the silence take its turn without knowing what it meant. No reply after midnight shift, no warning in advance, only a shift in how we moved through the same circumstance. I cut the thread from breaking off, maintain the usual tone, sent messages that matched the past but felt less like my own. You didn't disappear from view, just reduced your share, as if attention was redistributed without announcing where. I adjusted without protest, matched the new arrangement line by line. What used to carry conversation now arrived with less defined. It wasn't lost in the expected sense, no clear division drawn, just a slow withdrawal of presence that carried on and on. No reply after midnight shift, and the gap stayed open wide. Every check returned the same, no change on either side. No reply after midnight shift, no ending to record, just a pause that kept extending without ever being resolved. Seen at times, no response, still the thread remains responseless. Typing stops, no display, everything just fades away. No refusal, no consent, only absence in content. Nothing ends, it only slows until it no longer shows. No reply after midnight shift, and the silence held its place. Not a break, not a departure, just a change in interface. No reply after midnight shift, and we didn't intervene. Let the quiet take its shape in between what could have been. No reply after midnight shift, still recorded, still intact. A connection left in waiting that never called back. The line remains, but no one speaks. Just a signal that repeats without release. We stop repeating ourselves and notice the difference. It didn't happen all at once, no single moment to mark, just fewer echoes in our speech, fewer returns stopped repeating ourselves, and the space between grew clear. Every word arrived once, without returning near. We stopped repeating ourselves, and the tone became precise. What we said was what remained, no second layer to revise. Conversations moved in straight lines, no loops to revisit again. Questions met their answers once and then dissolved within. I noticed how it altered pace, less hesitation in reply, less feeling in what wasn't said, less reading between the lines. You adapted without a mention, I followed without delay. Two patterns settling into one, without needing to explain. It wasn't loss of meaning, nor reduction in exchange, just a cleaner kind of structure we allowed to rearrange. We stopped repeating ourselves, and it changed the way we spoke. Every statement stood complete, without a second note. We stopped repeating ourselves, and the clarity increased, not because we added more, but because we released. No loop back, no repeat, just a forward moving beat. No echo, no return, only what we choose to learn. Single pass, no rewind, leaving traces well defined. What remains is what was said. Nothing circling in our heads. We stop repeating ourselves, and the difference held its form. What we built stayed uninterrupted, steady, measured, and uniform. We stopped repeating ourselves, and the silence felt aligned. Not an ending, not a pause, just a cleaner state of mind. We stopped repeating ourselves, and we didn't look behind. What we said once stayed enough to keep the line defined. No echoes left, no second run, just a single thread continuing on. Across the same street, different hours, we move without crossing paths. I passed the corner where we met at a time I no longer keep. The light has shifted slightly since, the outlines feel less complete. A shop front changed its display again, a sign replaced with something new. The frame is stable, nothing breaks, yet everything feels Just timing that no longer aligns within the same routine. Across the same street, different hours, we exist in parallel. Every step that I take forward, you might already have left as well. Across the same street, different hours, no meeting point defined, just two sequences unfolding on a shared but split timeline. I change the hour I arrive, without a conscious plan. Avoided habits that once led to where our patterns ran. The route now feels more neutral, less attached to expectation. I no longer check for something that would confirm a situation. Even silence sounds different when there's nothing to compare. No anticipation layered on, just presence in the air. No interruption in the flow, no sudden break or shift. Only subtle redistribution of how the moments drift. Two clocks out of sync, running close but never linked. Same ground, split view, different timing, passing through. I passed the same point twice today, at two different hours. It felt identical, and not at all the same. Across the same street, different hours, we keep moving out of phase, never meeting in the middle, never standing in the same place. Across the same street, different hours, and the structure holds its line. No convergence, no divergence, just a parallel design. Across the same street, different hours, and the meaning stays intact, not defined by interaction, but by how the moments act. The street remains consistent, the timing drifts apart. Two presences that never meet, yet share the same departure. Across the same street, different hours, we continue on without crossing paths again. I kept a record of what never left my mouth. Quiet lines waiting in the margin. Some words hovered above the page, suspended in hesitation. Others fell in neat rows, but never found attention. I traced them with my finger, without ever moving ink. Each thought a shadowed echo, a half-formed link. shade. Some reminders for no one, some confessions undone. I let them breathe without release, measured, precise. They stayed in peace. Pause, revise, hold it, disguise, trim, redirect, never inject, break, detach, reframe, dispatch, silent architecture of what I didn't catch. No need to finish them, no one else to see, just a quiet catalog of choices left to be. Inventory of unsent words, growing in unseen space. Every thought that was unspoken remains in its place. Inventory of unsent words, not lost, just deferred. A quiet collection of intention, never fully heard. The record stretches on without edges or end. Words kept in reserve that never had to bend. Silent pages curated in time. The unsent words remain solely mine. We kept the moment intact without stepping into it. There was a pause that neither of us broke, not out of hesitation alone. It simply remained as it was, unclaimed and left on its own. We stood within the same environment, but didn't alter its flow. Every gesture stayed minimal, nothing extra to show. The air between us carried weight without becoming defined. A quiet agreement formed without being outlined. No signal to advance, no need to intervene, just to align positions, maintaining what we'd seen. What we didn't interrupt continued without change. Every second held its shape without rearranging. What we didn't interrupt remained exactly there, not improved, not diminished, just preserved and shared air. I noticed how the timing held, like something deliberately paused. No impulse to adjust the frame, no urge to modify the cause. You mirrored that same restraint in how you carried yourself, not avoiding, not engaging, just leaving things as they were felt. It wasn't distance that we kept, no closeness we denied. Just a moment left untouched that we both occupied. No correction interrupt remains without a sign, a preserved condition. We continue to align. No interference, no release. Just the moment kept in peace. We stayed just outside the choice, where action would have begun. There were options laid out plainly, not hidden from our view, each one clear in its direction, each one distinct and true. We moved around them carefully, without stepping into one. Not avoidance out of fear, more like work that wasn't done. The presence of those possibilities shaped how we behaved, not by forcing any outcome, but by how we stayed. No commitment made in silence, no direction set in stone, just awareness of the moment we were sharing on our own. Between decisions we avoided, there was space we both inhabited. Every path remained unchosen, yet still influenced the cadence. Between decisions we avoided, nothing forced to resolution, just a balance held together without final conclusion. I could see the branches clearly, each one leading somewhere else, but remaining where we were felt more aligned with ourselves. You didn't push toward closure, I didn't draw a line. We existed in the middle without needing to define. Each hesitation carried meaning without needing to expand. A subtle kind of coordination we never planned. No urgency to finalize, no pressure to proceed, just a shared acknowledgement of what we didn't need. Between decisions we avoided, we maintained a steady state. Every unselected option helped define the way we stayed. Between decisions we avoided, no direction overruled, just a quiet understanding we both chose to follow through. Step aside, don't commit, let the moment hover, split, not retreat, not advance, just a measured stance. Options present, paths remain unselected, unexplained. A choice not taken still shapes the frame. Between decisions we avoided, we built something in between. Not a start and not an ending, but a state that's rarely seen. Between decisions we avoided, final step. No declared intent. Just the space where we both went. Something passed between us without being named. It began as a subtle exchange, not marked by any clear event. Just timing that seemed to align without deliberate intent. We caught fragments in passing, small cues we didn't ignore, not fully interpreted at first, but present in the core. There was no need to confirm it, no question asked aloud, just a mutual awareness, quiet, steady, unannounced. A pattern started forming in what we didn't say, not fully brought to focus, but never drifting away. Signals we almost recognize, moving just beneath the line. Every hit we didn't label still remained in time. Signals we almost recognize, never fully brought to view, not completed into meaning, but not entirely obscure. I adjusted how I listened to catch what wasn't clear, reading into smaller gestures that appeared and disappeared. You responded in a manner that matched without excess, not explicit in direction, but consistent nonetheless. We maintained a kind of rhythm without declaring one. Two perspectives loosely linked in what was left undone. It wasn't something interrupted, nor something we pursued, just a signal in transition that we gradually reviewed. Signals we almost recognize, never fully took their form. Every trace remained suspended in a state between and warm. Signals we almost recognized left its imprint in between, not defined as communication, but something in the seam. Half-formed, still intact, every sign that didn't act. Near enough, but not complete, hovering in what we meet. Unconfirmed, still implied, never fully clarified. Recognition that never settled, still leaves a trace. Signals we almost recognized, and we let them stay that way, not resolved into a meaning, not dismissed or put lost, just a signal carried across. It was never hidden, just not brought forward. Everything set within reach, no distance to overcome. The elements were already there, waiting to be summed. No barrier within view, still untouched. What we didn't act upon remains as such. After the last line went unsaid, nothing rushed to replace it. We reached the point where language thins, where meaning doesn't need excess. Each phrase arrived with careful weight, nothing left to compress. The pattern held without insistence, no pressure to continue. We didn't fill the open space, we let it simply accrue. What started as exchange of thought became a quieter state, not ending, not advancing further, just something we would tolerate. There was no final push required, no turning of the page, just a steady kind of presence we agree to engage. After the last line went unsaid, we stayed within that frame. Every moment carried forward without a need to name. After the last line went unsaid, no resolution came in view, just the absence of conclusion that we both moved through. I traced the structure we maintained, like steps along a path, each one placed with measured care, without reflecting back. You held your side of the arrangement, consistent in response, no deviation in your tone, no signal to announce. We occupied the same condition without expanding it, a stable form of interaction that neither would commit. Not a silence born from loss, nor something left behind, just a space that we continued without drawing any line. After the last line went unsaid, the current still went on. Every unspoken continuation carried both of us along. After the last line went unsaid, we didn't drift apart. We remained within the structure that began before the start. No closing statement, no defined end, only repetition without amend. No final meaning, no decisive cue, just the version of the moment we both passed through. What remains is not what was said, but the shape it formed instead. After the last line went unsaid, and nothing followed through, we continued in the silence that we both withdrew. everlasting plan. No final word, no final sign, just the moment held in